So I used to be really deep into doom scrolling, like hours at a time. The concept of reading a whole book, let alone finishing it, seemed pretty far-fetched to me. But knowing what I know now about neuroscience and the brain, I thought it was possible to possibly undo the damage that I caused my brain. You see, the brain is really plastic, like it can change pretty easily. I actually used to read a lot, so I wondered, could I go back to that state? So that was the goal, to see if I could undo the brain rot I had inflicted on myself through doom scrolling. And the book I chose was an old classic, Frankenstein. And the reason I chose this book is actually because I read this as a child when I was only like 11 years old. Like in Pakistan, where we had no Wi-Fi and I was stuck inside, I had no choice but to pick up this book and pretty much finish it in like one summer. And that was my main motivation for actually doing this challenge. If that little kid could do it, then so could I, right? So I thought this book would be pretty dry, but it was actually pretty gripping. I guess that's why it's still a classic. Just by exploring the ideas of both sides of the creator and the monster. You know, the creator creating a monster that kills his entire family, and then the monster who was abandoned by his creator and goes out in nature and learns about the world and how everyone hates him. It's like amazing, actually. And while I was reading it, I was working at a startup that I don't really have a passion for. Like, I was creating a brain rot app, using AI brain rot. And just by seeing how Victor made his life a mess just by creating something that should have not been created, and the effects it brought upon him, I actually quit that startup. Reading this book allowed me to just process my own thoughts, because when you scroll, you're just like getting away from your thoughts. But by reading, I could just let my subconscious ponder on these, moral questions and what I actually wanted out of life. So the main lesson in telling all this is that don't just read for the sake of reading. Don't be performative. Like, if you're going to read, actually enjoy it and try to gain some lessons from it. It's the same with running. Like, I used to force myself to run and I never really enjoyed it. But once I actually started enjoying the run for what it is, the progress I'm making, my heart rate getting up, just going out in nature, that's when I became really consistent at running. And the same is true for reading. Anyone can really change their brain chemistry. No matter how deep you are in doom scrolling, anyone can change their brain. I could go on for another 20 minutes and explain the philosophy and those strategies, but it's really up to you to figure things out. I just want to inspire the fact that it is possible to heal. It is possible to change your brain. And when you finish the first book, then it'll be pretty easy to finish the second and the third. And then you can actually start reading books you've been interested for a while. You can learn about things that you wouldn't find outside of a book. And you don't even have to replace scrolling. You can do both. Just start to, ease down on the doom scrolling and replace that with a good book. And there's something so satisfying about seeing progress, like just seeing the bookmark in my copy of Frankenstein just getting closer and closer to the end. Like I'm actually finishing a book. It just feels so good. Whereas with scrolling, you've got nothing to show for it except your screen time. So hopefully I've inspired some thoughts, and go and pick up a book, I guess.